Good morning, and welcome to episode 14. That's right, episode 14 of the the Weekly Trail Report. How about that? The Weekly Trail Report, brought to you by the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. This is your host, Tom Faggione. Yeah, episode 14 of the Weekly Trail Report, coming to you live from Richard's Army Surplus here in Port Jervis, New York. Joining me, as always, on this beautiful morning, my good friend, Outdoor Club President Mike Ward, and of course, the ambassador himself, our buddy Chip. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
How are you guys today?
Good morning, Chip. Good morning, Tom.
Oh, good morning, guys. Great for you guys to be here today. It is episode 14, and we are coming to you live, as I mentioned, from Richard's Army Surplus here in Port Jervis, right there on East Main Street. They are our official sponsor and sometimes our home away from home, as we bring you the Weekly Trail Report every Friday or Saturday. And I think it might be more or less, maybe we're going to switch to Saturdays in the wintertime.
Yeah, Saturdays are great.
Saturday's cool.
Saturday is cool.
And then even for being on location before a hike or before an activity.
And that is exactly the point of maybe moving to Saturdays. So if you're all joining in, starting with our good friend Dan Piscatelli, good morning, everyone.
Morning, Dan.
Good morning, Dan.
So our show is broken up into 3 segments. Of course, our first segment really is the crux of why we do this show every week, and that is our trail report. Mike, can you give us a rundown of the conditions of the trails?
Yeah, the trails are looking great right now. I was out there yesterday afternoon taking a look at a lot of the trails. They're worthy to go out and walk in.
Oh, that's good to know. The conditions are...
Or biking.
Conditions are optimum to be out there. In fact, it's warm today. However, it's kind of rainy today.
Yeah, it is.
And the rain has brought us back to Richard's Army Surplus. Last week, Mike, you and I, we took it on the road.
We did. That was great.
Wasn't that fun?
Great. Oh, it was.
Chip, we're so sorry you couldn't make
Chip
it.
at home.
Hey, no problem.
Chip, we're going to talk about why you didn't make the show last week.
Sure
But just
thing.
to let our listeners and our viewers know, last Saturday, Mike and I, we took it on the road and up to Elks Brox Park. We set up our little camp, and we were able to broadcast live from Point Peter, overlooking the city of Port Jervis. We saw Chip getting ready for his 5K race. Yeah, man.
Would you see me eating some eggs and bacon and sausage and all that good stuff, powering up?
We saw your idle truck. No activity. While we're standing up there shivering in 13-degree weather for the 13th episode.
Oh, lucky 13. It was a great episode. It was monumental.
It was, and I got to tell you guys right now, we got a little technical difficulty here, so we got to re-blast this thing up here. So give me just a second, guys, as we are coming to you from... There we go. Let me get this set right here. So, guys, just give me just a second.
Sure. Was it image freeze?
No, it wasn't the image. It was the microphone. I didn't have the microphone all plugged in. So we're back now, guys.
All right.
We'll start all over again just a little bit to let some of our listeners know. It is episode 14 of the Weekly Trail Report, and we are coming to you live here from Richard's Army Surplus. Sorry about that, guys.
Not a problem.
Hey, that's why they have DVRs, man. You could rewind it and
there you
restart,
go.
you know?
So we do this live. Sometimes we have some technical difficulties, but we're ironing it out. Maybe the bugs were in there from it being so cold last weekend.
The bugs.
But,
the gremlins are in there.
So the Weekly Trail Report, episode 14. There we go, guys. So, Mike, just to recap real quick again, the condition of the trails up on the Watershed Park.
Trails are great. Everybody with this warm weather today, tomorrow should get out there. Today is kind of moist up there, and so we had to curtail one of our hike schedule, which we'll talk about later. But it's worthy to go out there. As always, heed warning that when you're on a bike, there are leaves on the ground. It will be slippery, not so much from ice, but there is ice on the ground. It isn't warm enough to really thaw the ground. But be aware that you will slip and slide on the leaves. So be very careful out there. But it is worthy to get out.
So, Mike, let's jump right into it. Yes, the big hike that we had planned for today had to be postponed. Mike, of course, that was our holiday hike with Santa. Tell some of the listeners about that right now.
Yeah, we rescheduled it for the next Saturday, the 22nd. It was a hike with Santa. We had scheduled for 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. today. Weather forecast all week was showing massive amount of rain coming in, and we decided to give everybody fair warning on Thursday so they could make other plans. And we did go ahead and postpone the hike and reschedule it for next week. But the come on out there on Saturday the 22nd, 10 a.m., and it will be a hike with Santa. And once again, we will be heading to the campground area to where we'll have a couple of small fires going. We'll have refreshments, hot chocolate, donuts, candies, cookies, hot dogs, and gifts for the kids.
Did you say Santa?
Oh, here we go. We mentioned the name. I should have known.
Santa will be present for this hike?
So Santa was scheduled, and he had
Wow.
Chip. Didn't he tell you months ago that he was ready to come for the hike today?
He was very much prepared to come today. However, when he was told that it needed to be rescheduled, he understood, because who else better than Santa knows about weather?
And he was concerned,
forecasts.
too, about having his suit dry cleaned between now and
Yeah,
and
you know,
Christmas Eve.
Mrs. Claus sends it to a particular dry cleaners, and they had a backup, and so that had played part in it. But hey, he's going to be there nonetheless. It's going to be super. It's going to be awesome. He actually wrote a letter, to me and to the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis.
You received a letter from Santa?
I did indeed receive a letter from Santa himself, and I have it in my pocket, but
Really?
I don't know if this is the part of the segment where we should actually entertain the
Well,
letter,
hold on
or
a second.
keep people waiting to hear the words from Santa that he penned.
We're talking about the holiday hike with Santa.
We are indeed.
And it was supposed to be today. It's
It was.
rescheduled till next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yeah,
Everyone changed their calendars, and they'll all be there next Saturday. And the jolly old man himself, he wrote you a letter about this?
He wrote me a letter. He did indeed write me a letter.
Well, Mike, I don't think we have to waste any more time, huh?
No, I don't either.
You don't?
I don't either. I'm just feeling like breaking into Welcome to My Neighborhood or something.
Welcome to your neighborhood. What is that?
So, Chip, without further ado, you have the letter in your hands.
I
Oh,
have a letter in my hand from Santa himself.
Now, usually it's young boys and girls writing letters to Santa. He does reply.
He does indeed reply. He did reply. I have it right here.
All right, well, jump on in, buddy. Let's go.
Basically, pretty much it says, "Dear Mike Ward,
oh no.
President of the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis."
Clearly, this is the naughty list.
This might be the naughty list. However, it shapes up to be pretty good. And it's "Dear Mike Ward, President of the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis.
Here we go.
Mrs. Claus and I were delighted to receive your invitation to attend the first annual holiday hike with Santa in the Port Jervis Watershed Trail System. And it says, "Mr. Ward, I am proud to say our trails at the North Pole are designed and built by none other than our master trail builder himself, Enzo the Elf, along with all his dedicated crew of hardworking volunteer elves. I can't wait to hike the Port Jervis Watershed Park trails. I understand the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis has their very own Enzo by the name of Adam Hubbard." And let's see, I think I went out of sequence here, but his own crew of hardworking, dedicated volunteers to assist him. Let's see, forgive me. I got a bit excited when Santa sent this letter. It was in the mailbox this morning, and it's out of sequence because I did it. It's my error. But basically, it says that Enzo is their trail builder at the North Pole, and we have Adam Hubbard. And what it is he's basically Santa, that is saying thank you to each and every member of the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis and all who volunteer their efforts creating the natural trails for everyone to enjoy. I won't read his closing statement yet. It says,
Santa needs to number his pages.
oh, yeah, you're absolutely
Boy,
right.
he has a lot of time to write a 5-page letter to Mike Ward.
I know.
Page.
I know. It's very, very, very interesting. It says, anyways, let's see. Oh, look at this. He's talking about the snacks and the cookies that are left in the evening for him for his big flight across the globe. Let's see. It says, "Mrs. Claus and I love to hike the single-track trails at the North Pole. We do this every year after my big night of crossing the world, delivering the gifts to all the good boys and girls. After all, Hiking and mountain biking are two great ways to get exercise after eating all those cookies left by the generous children. And oh, look at this. Oh, yes, I even enjoy the healthier snacks too, such as the veggies, trail mix, and granola bars. And listen to this, guys. Santa has heard great things about Fogwood and Fig and all the other great stops for him along downtown Port Jervis to visit in the great city of Port Jervis. Listen, this is his words, man.
The man himself.
He is on top of things happening here in Port Jervis. Let's see what else he says. Oh, look at this. Maybe someone from your show may even leave some summer sausage and cheese, too. I wonder who that might be.
That obviously is a hint to Mike Ward's buddy.
I'm telling you, this letter is chock full of information. Santa has his thumb right on the pulse of Port Jervis and what's going on here, and he is pleased to be here on the 22nd for the Santa hike in the Watershed. And basically, what it says in the end is
the end is right there on the
yeah but I gotta get to where it begins. The end is the beginning, and the beginning of the end. They're two things. Okay, so in closing, Mr. Ward, I look forward to meeting you and everyone on the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis 2018 holiday hike with me, Santa. Sincerely yours, Santa Claus. Now, I apologize for the disarray and chaos of this letter and it being out of sequence, but when I talk Santa, I get so excited.
He does.
And it's just so joyful. And this letter was so surprising to be in my mailbox. It just totally got me frazzled.
At least you didn't wear the jingle bells today.
No, I did not wear the jingle bells.
We were worried you weren't going to be here today.
Yeah.
The show was about to go on.
Now I know why.
And so obviously you have very good reason as you were analyzing and DNA sampling and handwriting analysis was taking place. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A letter from the big guy himself, Santa Claus. He will be here next Saturday, December 22nd. At the Elks Brox Park for the hike with himself, the jolly old man himself.
He will be there.
The hike is at 10 a.m. And Mike, again, how much is this going to cost?
It's free. And once again, we apologize for changing the hike, but the weather conditions look like it would not be a good thing for the kids today. So we did postpone the hike until the 22nd. It took a lot of negotiating with Santa to be there on the 22nd, being it's a couple days before he starts his real work, but he will be there on the 22nd starting at 10 a.m. and this is in Elks Brox Park. For those who don't know, you go down Route 9742, make a right turn into Elks Brox Park, travel 1.25 miles up the hill, and the parking lot on the right is where everybody will be parking and starting from.
So there you guys have it. That is now next Saturday, one week from today. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the show on the road, and we're going to set up at the Elks Brox campground to do our show live next Saturday. As everyone's getting set, we're going to bring it to you live in the morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your kids ready next weekend. And you want to talk about doing something fun to really kick off the Christmas vacation. So many schools are closed that whole week after. So next Saturday morning, come on out for the hike. Get a chance for your kids to meet Santa. It's their last chance, really, to tell the big guy himself what they want for Christmas.
Absolutely.
And he'll be there sharing in all the treats and the hike. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, the holiday hike with Santa, which is brought to you by the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis, Saturday, December 22nd now, 10 a.m. at Elks Brox Park. And that's the 10 a.m. start time. So if you get up there between 9:30 and 9:45, that would be great. That way you can get a parking spot and you get the kids all set to go. It's open to everyone. It is free of charge. We want everyone to come up and have a lot of fun. The information about the hike you can find on our Facebook page, and that is obviously facebook.com. And look out for the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. Mike, how's the website coming along?
Oh, it's going. I got it back up. I found the problem with it. We've got it back up into its original format. The new website currently is, we've got professionals working on a new website for us. That'll be implemented after the first of the year or so. But we are currently, you can go to the website and get all the info.
Great. Hey, big shout out this morning. Our friend,
that's ocopj.org.
There you go.
ocopj.org.
our good friend Mike. I want to give a shout out. Our good friend Mike from Texas is listening. Mike, good morning to you. Thanks for
Hey,
always-
Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
As always, yeehaw, my friend. Good morning.
Chip, go easy on that coffee, buddy.
Yeah, really. I am the sugar. And everything.
But
Tis the season.
there you go. And speaking of the season, the holiday hike with Santa was scheduled for today. And I just want to reiterate again and again, the hike is still on for next week, next Saturday. So come on out for that. But there are other activities that are still taking place associated with the Outdoor Club, Mike. Mike, the first annual potluck dinner tomorrow night. Talk a little bit
Yes,
about
it
that,
is.
my friend.
So we're having a holiday party for the club members, or friends of club, or any friends and family of club members, or anybody else who wants to come. We're having an open event at the Upfront Gallery. This is on Front Street in Port Jervis. We're calling it our holiday potluck party or dinner, and if you want to bring some things, fine. If not, just come join us. We'll have soft drinks, beer, and wine for you, and whatever potluck entries come in. And we will also have our goods that you see here on the table. We'll have everything that we have for sale will be there. And we also have the maps up. You can grab maps or see the maps. And also, we hope to have posted the new drawing that shows the pump track that will be built in the springtime here in Port Jervis.
And lots of great activities going on. This is a nice way for adults to come together, celebrate the successes of 2018, and also look ahead to 2019. And also a way, hey, you know what? We know Adam Hubbard, we know Mike, we know Chip. Some of you might know me. This is a chance tomorrow night to get together, kind of talk a little bit more, and maybe just have some fun and some laughs and giggles, and really enjoy the friendship that comes with being part of this great organization.
Laughs and giggles.
Laughs and giggles. I like it.
Yep. Hey, Tom, I'm getting text messages. It might be old, but they're saying no audio.
Mike, that was our original.
Yeah,
we had
the
original idiot. Idiot. We had that would be this idiot right here.
No way.
We had the video link was having some problems, so we rebooted, and we should be good to go.
Listen,
now.
if you can't cast aspersions at yourself, then
That's it.
There you go.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, just like we laugh at you.
correct.
So
There's always a laugh for me.
no doubt about it. But
So you're going to be at the Santa hike, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I plan to be.
Good. Perfect.
excellent. And so it'll be a lot of fun to have everybody. So come on out tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Let's recap and keep it in chronological. So
We're confusing everybody.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
episode 14 is just all over the place, Tom.
The hike with Santa today has been postponed to Saturday the 22nd, same time, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tomorrow at the Upfront Gallery. Between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m., the club is having an open door party for members, friends, relatives, anybody who wants to come in and join us, meet the members, grab some of our gack, as we call it, for the Christmas. We also will have our maps and everything out so that you can see what's going on, and also some of the new drawings, concept drawings. And I might even share tomorrow a plan that we are working on for elsewhere in the park.
Ooh, it sounds like gifts abound for the potluck outing tomorrow night. Gifts, announcements, excitement.
And speaking of excitements, our good friend, the mayor himself, Kelly B. Decker, is listening. He says, good morning, guys. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning,
morning.
Mr. Mayor. How are you?
All right. And the mayor's been obviously a big supporter and help with the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. We want to thank him for his stewardship and leadership.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much,
without-
sir.
Without Mr. Decker, we would not have a watershed up there.
There you go. And so it's always good to see him listen in. Hey, speaking of the dinner tomorrow night, and of course the hike with Santa coming up next week, there is one last thing we want to talk about today, and that is your way of showing how much you appreciate and enjoy the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. And it's really simple. From head to toe, we got you covered. You guys need to know that, and it'll be available here all week at the Army Surplus Store. We have some great products that say Outdoor Club of Port Jervis on them, starting with baseball caps. We have some orange hiking caps, winter hats. We have some beanie hats in navy blue, and we have a beautiful selection of hooded sweatshirts, navy blue, perfect color for the winter. And along with that, we have long sleeve t-shirts available in navy blue and the Carolina blue, and other short sleeve t-shirts in a variety of colors. They are all available for purchase right here at the Richards Army Surplus. and that's 264 East Main Street in Port Jervis. So come on down, pick up an Outdoor Club sweatshirt or T-shirt or a hat. Buy it as a gift. 100% of all the money goes to the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. So come on down and make a purchase. You can also buy any one of these gift ideas tomorrow night at the club dinner, the first annual club dinner.
Potluck club dinner.
And included in that will be some beautiful tumblers and coffee mugs that will be available. But you have to come to the dinner tomorrow night to see them and make a purchase of one of them. So bring some cash with you, but also bring your card or your debit card, because we have the ability to run them up on our machine and make.
Did he say run them up or run amok?
A little bit of both.
Run them up or maybe run amok. Who knows? The potluck dinner might yield run amok.
Yes, it did.
But
thank you for that, Tom.
Well,
That's
it's
great.
a good way for our listeners that, and you can show off how much you enjoy the club by buying one of these club products, and each one of these products helps support all the endeavors that the club is working on. Remember, the club is a 5013C organization, and no taxpayer money being used anymore to develop all the trails and the system of trails on the Watershed property. So this is your way of saying, you know what? Together as a community, we can make the trails even better and support the club and its mission. So get yourself a nice hooded sweatshirt or get yourself an orange hiking hat and show off how much you enjoy the club.
They make great gifts for the holiday season. I'm telling you, these tumblers are going out the door. I mean, keeps your beverage hot or cold. Wait till you see it. You're going to want it. See me at the potluck dinner, and I'll make sure you're equipped with a tumbler. Yes, your beverage will be hot or cold with the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis tumbler.
You'll tumble right out of there with your cup.
Absolutely.
So, guys, let's wrap it up because we got a lot of Christmas shopping to do here in the city of Port Jervis today.
Two things here?
Yeah, Mike, go ahead.
So next weekend is a big weekend for us, and Tom is not really aware of all that we have going on, and that's why I want to bring it up now so you can plan ahead. It's the pre-weekend to Christmas. A lot of people want to get out there, just get the stress over, get ready for Christmas Day. We have the Santa hike on Saturday the 22nd, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. At 7 p.m., up at Deer Park Dam, we're going to be parking at 220 Academy Avenue. We have our full moon hike.
That's right.
And then the next morning at 10 a.m., Sunday, 10 a.m., we are doing a north hike. That'll be a 6-mile hike. So those 3 events, choose 1, 2, 3. They're all free. Come out and join us. It should be a great time and a great way to relieve the stress before you enter into the real stress of Christmas Day.
Super hiking weekend next weekend.
Well, this is what's great about the Outdoor Club. So many people think when the winter comes, because next weekend will be the start of winter officially, lots of people think, well, it's no more time to go outside and have fun in the elements unless you're out there ice skating, or maybe if you're ambitious enough to ski or cross-country ski. But no, the Outdoor Club has activities and events all season long. And the trails, Mike, they're open year-round, right?
They're open 365, 24 hours a day.
And the full moon hike coming up next weekend. All of those items in terms of events are available to look at and see on the Facebook page, and that is the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. So let's run it down again next weekend, Mike. The 3 big events taking place, sponsored by the Outdoor Club.
And that is the Santa hike, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday the 22nd. That same evening at Deer Park Dam at 220 Academy Avenue, we will lead a full moon hike starting at 7 p.m. That'll last for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then on Sunday morning, same location, 220 Academy Avenue, we'll be meeting up to do a hike that will be approximately 6 miles, about 2 hours long, and that will start at 10 a.m. on Sunday.
There you go.
So, Tom, what about this excitement? Saturday, you can take a hike in the water trails with Santa, right? The Watershed
doesn't
Park
get any better than that, does it?
Right? Then you can come out in the evening for a full moon hike, which is superb, fantastic, exciting, and awesome. The last one, wow. Anyways, then you do that. And then Sunday, we have this long hike, which you got to get out there for this one, too. If you're a hiker and you want some distance and you want to have a great hike, come on out Sunday for this long hike in the north, right?
Correct.
In the north. end of the park. Yeah.
And that's what's so great. You have everything for everybody next weekend, starting with the kids on Saturday morning and the full moon hike. This is the only hike in all, not just Orange County, but all the region, and perhaps even in the Northeast, where you get to go out on a club-led hike and see some beautiful vistas and look at the beautiful sky and enjoy the full moon. And that is coming up next weekend. All of these hikes are available to learn more about on our Facebook page, and that is on Facebook.com. Check us out, the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. The website, ocopj.org.
ocopj.org.
ocopj.org. And one more thing for people to consider, that the club is not leading this, but if you care to get outside tonight and you're up at about 10:15 p.m., go outside and you will possibly see a bright comet going across the sky.
That's not Santa.
Nope, it's not Santa. It's a true comet that will be seen tonight about 10:15 in our area.
Mike, any chance maybe we can maybe we'll get some info and put it on the Facebook page?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That sounds like great. And Mike ties into something. The reason why those outdoor hikes, the full moon hikes, are so much fun. It's not just the moon itself, but you get to see the stars and constellations that, if you're in your backyard or if you're driving through town at night, sometimes you take for granted how beautiful the sky is. And when Mike leads the hike, he's always there. And Mike has his phone, but also has the knowledge of the skies themselves. And you get a chance to point out things that some of us have maybe never even looked at or noticed before in the atmosphere, in the sky.
Yeah, and if you noticed of late, in the morning, Mike, just before dawn, the sky is so crystal clear and the stars are actually twinkling more so than what I usually notice. Is there something to be said about that as to why there's
moisture in the air?
There we go. See, I haven't put enough moisture in the air. That's it. And
that takes the romance out of it. But there are a lot of things to see. Like this morning, had it been clear, you would have seen, for the few times that you do get to see it, right on the horizon was Mercury.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
And, of course, you called me or texted me the other day about Venus, seeing Venus.
I did. I didn't know what that star was. Very bright, just below the moon, before sunrise. And I text Mike. I said, Mike, I was just out there with the puppy, and there's this bright star just below the moon. Can you tell me what that is? And he texted me back. He said, that is Venus, none other than Venus.
How about that?
And Abbott and Costello, they went to Venus. Remember that episode?
No.
You don't remember that episode when
No.
they visited Venus?
No.
Where have you been, Tom?
I'll have to go back and watch that. So, guys, it's time to wrap things up.
Yes, indeed.
It's episode 14 in the books. We're here today to remind all of our great listeners and our fans and our friends. First of all, thank you guys for putting up with some of our nonsense and foolishness. But we're here for a fun reason, and that is to encourage you all to come out and enjoy the events and activities that are put on by the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. And those events and activities you can learn more about on the website, and that is ocopj.org.
ocopj.org.
ocopj.org. Or on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or on Facebook, indeed. And on Facebook, it's the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. Guys, remember, it's very important that you know that we rescheduled the Hike with Santa, and it has been rescheduled for next Saturday, December 22nd, 10 a.m. at the Elks Brox Park. It is free of charge. We want all of you to come on out and enjoy the Hike with Santa. It's going to be a lot of fun. All the other hikes and activities are all available to look at online. Mike and Chip, thanks, guys, so much for being here today.
Thanks, Tom. It's been great.
All right.
And I apologize again for the letter from Santa being so disheveled and disorganized, but the excitement level on my side of things with Santa coming out for that hike on the 22nd of December is just overwhelming me.
Tom, we got to calm this guy down.
Yeah, you got to calm him down. No more coffee for you.
Man.
So for the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis,
Put the candy cane down.
Put the candy cane down. I like it.
One candy cane? No.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Well, listen, I want to thank you guys and thank all of our listeners and viewers for watching. As always, we do this to support the events and activities of the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis. This is episode 14 of the Outdoor Club of Port Jervis's weekly trail report. The trail report sponsored by Richard's Army Surplus, 264 East Main Street in Port Jervis, the area's only true Army Surplus store. Give them a buzz, 856-1911. That's 856-1911. They'll be open every day now until Christmas. Not only can you get all the great Army and military supplies you need, but your full complement of Outdoor Club gear, and as Mike calls it, GAC, all available here for purchase. So come on down and see the guys here. Mike and Chip, have a great day. We'll see you next Saturday when we bring you episode 15 live from the Elks Bronx Park region of Port Jervis, New York. As always, your host,
What do you
Tom
think that'll
Faggione.
be, 8 a.m., Tom?
We're going to do it at 8 a.m.
Okay, 8 a.m. next Saturday, live broadcast.
We'll see you guys then. Guys, have a great week.
All right,
Right.
thanks.